The core problem in putting permaculture into practice is that we're lacking a clearly defined step-by-step process. And when it came to when I had that insight myself, is that because I was trying to figure out how to not only design my own property, but work with my clients, and then to try to help my students as well who are taking my courses, how to give them some tools. And there's just this massive gap. There was tons of examples of systems that worked really, really well, and you could watch videos or read books or see images, and you could just tell like they felt right if you just looked at the designs or you watched these videos. But then when it came to actually doing that on your own property in your own context, I found that myself and so many other people were just coming up against brick walls. And so it was at that point that I realized that there needs to be more of this step-by-step approach that's going to help people get through that. And it can't be this prescription, because those have side effects and they don't work either. And so again, when I started asking people, what their biggest struggles were, and I found that there was these kind of 5 major things, I was like, well, what if I could find a way to come up with a process that addressed kind of each of those major struggles? So the first one, which is, what do I do? I can tell that someone's at this stage, which is just they've just gotten into permaculture. They watched a couple of videos, or they've toured someone's property. They've been bitten by the bug. They're hooked, but they don't have a lot of background context, and so they immediately jump into this. What should I do? And so what I can tell by that question is that they haven't clarified their vision, values, and resources. So that's the first step of the process. And the way that we do that is there's these infinite possibilities of things that you can do, and it can be super overwhelming, and people can get stuck there. And so to help people constrain down all of those different possibilities into just a few things that they can then focus on to use a decision-making framework to figure out which one of those 3 things they should do versus which of these 1,000 things I should do, is that it involved asking 3 questions, which is, what do you want, what do you have, and what's right? So that's the vision, resources, and values component of it. So that first part of the process, clarify your vision, values, and resources, helps to address people who are stuck in that early stage of what should I do, right? Because they literally haven't even thought, well, what do you want? What's your goal here? How much money do you have? Do you want to have raw milk, or are you a vegetarian? Do you want to be in the city, or do you want to be in a rural environment? Do you want to farm and actually sell food for like grow a surplus of products on your farm and sell that? Or do you just want to be a homesteader? How can I provide any advice, or how can anyone get any clarity around whether or not they should, get this kind of plant or this kind of animal or this kind of structure on their property if they haven't even gotten to that first stage of clarifying what they want, what they have, and what they think is right?